Morning students, today first I will discuss about the questions that is based on previous video. Question number 1, what are the importance of sustainable development? Sustainable development refers to the use of finite resources used for development in such a way that they do not diminish and are enough to cater the future generations. Common referral is to the use of renewable energy resources and sustainable agriculture and forestry practices. Renewable energy includes wind energy, solar energy, etc. Sustainable development is cleaner, it is potentially more efficient, has long term potential, and is the only way forward for a growing world economy. It has three aspects: the economy, environment, and social community. The main aim is development of a stable relationship between human activities and natural resources. A positive change in consumption patterns towards more benign products and a shift in investment patterns towards augmenting environmental capital are crucial to sustainable development. What is green economy? A green economy is one which promotes development while making sure that the environment is protected. A sector can be described as a part or a function of the economy. For example, agriculture, automotive, construction, transportation, and healthcare are different sectors of economy. What are the importance of green economy? A green economy is defined as low carbon, resource efficient and socially inclusive. UN Environment promotes a development path that understands natural capital as a critical economic asset and a source of public benefits, especially for poor people whose livelihood depend on natural resources. A green economy is a clean, environmentally friendly economy that promotes health, wealth, and well being. A green economy is dependent on sustainable development, which means growing our economies in ways that benefit, not sacrifice, social justice and equity as well as the environment. Next question is, what is the Green Skills Development Program? The Green Skill Development Program GSDP of the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is an initiative for skill development in the environment and forest sector to enable India's youth to get gainful employment and or self-employment. The program endeavors to develop green skilled workers having technical knowledge and commitment to sustainable development. It will help in the attainment of the nationally determined contributions, sustainable development goals, national biodiversity targets, as well as waste management rules. Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you working with accessibility options in web applications. In this session, you will learn computer accessibility, common accessibility features, launching accessibility options, quick access to common tools, In this part, you will learn Start Magnifier and Start on Screen Keyboard. First, I will discuss here computer accessibility. Computer accessibility refers to the accessibility of a computer system to all people regardless of disability type or severity of impairment. There are many disabilities or impairments that can be a barrier to effective computer use. First, cognitive impairments and learning disabilities like dyslexia, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or autism. Next, visual impairment, low vision, complete or partial blindness, and color blindness. Next, hearing impairment and deafness. Next, motor or dexterity impairment like paralysis, cerebral palsy, or carpal tunnel syndrome, and repetitive strain injury. Now, I will discuss about common accessibility features. Many accessibility features are built in with the operating system of your computer. First, for learning disability, features such as text prediction allow user to increase the speed with on-screen keyboard. The computer will guess the words and display on the keyboard for the individual who face difficulty in typing, spelling, reasoning, etc. Next, for blind or low vision, features such as text-to-speech allow users to hear what's on the screen instead of reading it. Other features like high contrast themes and enlarged cursors make it easier for users with limited vision to see the screen. Next, for deaf or low hearing, closed captioning helps to convey audio information to deaf users in visual form. Mono audio systems transmit right and left audio signals through both earbuds and headphones so that users with limited hearing in one ear will not miss any part of what they are listening to. Next, for limited mobility. Keyboard shortcuts are convenient for many people, but they are especially helpful to those with difficulty physically manipulating a mouse. For users who have difficulty pressing several keys at once, a sticky key allows them to press keys one at a time to activate a shortcut. Accessibility options in the control panel are used to customize the way your keyboard, display or mouse function. Next, launching accessibility options. First, what will you do in this part? Now see, to launch accessibility option in Windows, click on Start button, then have to go to Control Panel for accessing ease of access. Okay, I will show you step by step how will you do this. First, what will you do? You will click here or you can type here Control Panel, Control Panel. You can see over there Okay, you will click on this particular icon or option. Here you can see ease of access center. Okay, you have to click it on. Ease of access center, you have to click it. Okay, here you can see different types of options. Okay, this part is called common tools. Okay, this part is called common tools. This part is called recommended settings. This part is called recommended settings. And this part is called all other settings. Okay, this is your common tool. This is recommended settings, and this part is called all other settings. Okay, first we will work with start magnifier. Okay, start magnifier. Magnifiers can be placed over computer's monitor to ensure the content on the screen appears magnified. The magnifier or zoom features is used by many people on their operating system to view content. It is very helpful for the people with impaired vision. You need to set the magnifier every time you want an enlarged view. How will you work with start magnifier? Yes. Okay, here you can see already started. Now we select full screen. Okay, magnifier for viewing all the contents. Here you can see the size of the font or content that has been changed. Okay, when you will click on this part, means close button, will stop. Now again you can see how will you work with start magnifier. What will you do? Okay, you can see all the content of the window. See the difference. What are the difference when you are using magnifier tool? You can see the difference. This is very small size. Font size is small, and when you are using magnifier, you can see the font size is bigger. Okay, you can increase font size or decrease also. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to explain step by step how will you use this. I have already shown on the monitor. But now I am explaining zoom out and zoom in. Okay. What is the work of zoom? This part is called zoom out. This part is called zoom in. These options control the magnification percentage of the screen. Okay. Now next is views. Magnifier features offers three forms of magnification which you can choose by clicking on the views drop down menu. This part is called, here you can see the triangle. This part is called drop down menu. In drop down menu you can see different options. Okay. First option is full screen. This option magnifies the entire screen depending on the zoom level chosen using plus and minus buttons. Okay, plus and minus button. Then next is lens. This option magnifies the rectangular portion of the screen around the mouse pointer. Means where when you will move your mouse pointer, it will also move. Okay. Now here you can stop this. You can close this option. Okay, you can stop here. This when you will close, automatically it will stop. I am going to start again. Okay. Okay. Now next is your docked. When you will click on this particular option, okay, here you can see docked option. What is the use of docked option? This option magnifies only a part of the screen and display it on the top. Okay, here you can see on the top. Okay, not at the bottom, only on the top. Now next is your preview full screen. Again I have to click it on preview full screen. You can see the preview. In a full screen mode, user can quickly preview the entire desktop by clicking on the preview full screen. Okay. Now we will work with on-screen keyboard. First, what will you do? I have already explained you. First, you have to go to control panel. There you can see ease access center. Okay, ease of access center. You will click over there. Okay. Then what will you do? After clicking on this particular option, you will see so many options here. Okay, I have already worked with start magnifier. Now I'm going to work with start on screen keyboard. So first, what will you do? Okay, you have to click on this particular option. Here you can see on screen keyboard. Okay, then the option button on the keyboard will open a dialog box with different options and listed to customize the working with on-screen keyboard. So I will explain one by one. Use click sound checkbox. Already checked. Here you can see I am clicking particular keys and you can hear sound. So select use click sound checkbox to hear a sound while pressing keys on the on-screen keyboard. Okay. Then select turn on numeric keypad option to display the numeric keypad on the right of the on-screen keyboard. Okay. Here you can see you can use this numeric pad right side of the keyboard. Okay. Again. Now what will you do? Specify the typing mode by use the on-screen keyboard section. On-screen keyboard section. Okay. Click on the keys. Click on the keys option allows you to simplify type by clicking on the keys of on-screen keyboard with the help of a mouse. Okay. Now I will open Notepad. I will show you how will you type using on-screen keyboard. Okay. Now you want to type keyboard. Okay. K E Y. Okay. K E Y. Then B O. There is a. Here you can see A B O A R D keyboard. Okay. So how will you use on-screen keyboard for typing on particular document? Okay. Now next is hover over the keys option allows the mouse to point to a key for a predefined time period and the selected character is typed automatically. Okay. Hover over keys. Okay. Now you have to select time. Now I have set hover over keys for typing. Okay. Suppose I want to write here or type here. You can say Okay, you can see here I'm not clicking. It is automatically typed. Okay, I'm not pressing mouse. Okay, so here you can see the difference between, see, I'm just pointing the mouse. Okay, it is typing automatically, isn't it? Now here you can see the difference between click on the keys or hover over keys. Okay, now next is scan through keys. Here you can see scan through keys option. This key option allows you to scan the keyboard row by row continuously. Next is using other input device. Using other input device. Okay, here you can see joystick, gamepad or other gaming device. Option allows to connect any input device like joystick to your computer, and you can use this device to input characters from the on-screen keyboard. Next option is use text prediction. How will you use this option? Select use text prediction checkbox if you want the computer to guess the words you are trying to type. The possible option will display on the top of the keyboards. Okay. Suppose I want to type word. Okay. I'm pressing W. You can see all word which is related to this letter. Okay. Now I'm pressing E. You can see all word which is related to this letter. Okay. Homework for today is, what do you mean by computer accessibility? Next question is, what are the use of accessibility options? Next question, what are the features of magnifier tool? Next question, what are the common features of accessibility? Thank you.